Welcome to this week's edition of Hematology and Blood Cancer Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. GSK's Blenrep is facing regulatory resistance after the FDA Advisory Committee voted against its proposed dosing benefit-risk profile. GSK defends the drug, citing positive progression-free and overall survival data from the DREAMM-7 and DREAMM-8 studies. A final FDA decision is expected by the July 23 PDUFA date. Imugene's CAR-T candidate azer-cel achieved a 75% overall response rate in relapsed refractory diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. 6 of 12 patients had complete responses, with the first patient cancer-free for over 15 months. A pivotal FDA meeting is planned for Q4 2025. Roche's bid to expand Columvi's indication was rejected. The FDA issued a complete response letter citing insufficient data from the STARGLO trial. Columvi remains approved for third-line and beyond. The second-line use was denied. Roche is in discussions with the agency and now looks to the SKYGLO trial for future data. Aptose Biosciences received $2 million from Hanmi Pharmaceuticals, the second tranche of an $8.5 million loan. The funds support an AML triplet regimen with tuspetinib, venetoclax, and azacitidine. Early data in TP53 mutated and wild-type AML show promising response rates, as presented at EHA 2025. The FDA granted orphan drug designation to ImCheck Therapeutics ICT-01 for acute myeloid leukemia. ICT-01 activates gamma-delta T cells targeting BTN3A and has shown high remission rates in early trials with azacitidine and venetoclax. The designation accelerates development and review. Bristol Myers Squibb's Reblozyl missed the primary endpoint in the Independence trial for myelofibrosis. It failed to achieve transfusion independence, though secondary endpoints showed reduced transfusion burden and improved hemoglobin. Regulatory discussions are underway. Grifols announced a €160 million investment to double plasma production in Europe. A new plant in Lliçà de Vall, Spain, will open by 2030 as part of a 25-hectare biotech hub employing 3,700 people. It will serve over 300,000 patients annually with plasma-derived therapies. GC Biopharma presented ISTH 2025 data on intravenous immunoglobulin viscosity. ALYGLO, using G9 purification, maintains lower viscosity at room temperature, potentially reducing thromboembolic risk and improving administration in high-risk patients. In sickle cell disease, researchers identified complement activation as a key driver in acute chest syndrome. Animal models showed complement inhibition reversed red blood cell destruction, suggesting a novel therapeutic target. Clinical trials are being proposed. B. Braun expanded its premixed heparin portfolio with new 25,000 unit bags in 0.45% sodium chloride. This strengthens its position as the U.S.'s largest premixed heparin provider, with enhanced barcoding and sustainable packaging. Genmab reported strong momentum, with DARZALEX generating $3.5 billion globally in Q2, $2 billion from the U.S., and $1.5 billion from international markets. Revenue comes through a licensing agreement with Janssen. The FDA delayed approval of Atara Biotherapeutics' tabelecleucel, Ebvallo, due to manufacturing inspection issues at a third-party facility. There are no clinical efficacy or safety concerns. Already approved in the EU, US resubmission is expected within months. Stay ahead in hematology and blood cancer research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consulting.